Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
This is going to be locked in. Okay, we're going a little bit more aggressive here. Don't quite know where the Jace and the Renekton are going. But that is definitely going to be a jungle Gwen.
Because Omti also walked towards both sides and played the ward. Pretty even pace.
Def might need to be a little bit careful here, but the Unbreakable just does so much work. Def grabs himself a Graviton. That's going to stun up Delight as well, but doesn't quite find the Q, as that's a great stun from Morgan. The Slice comes in. Don't know whether he got the reset, as there it is. Okay, Hoya gets flashed on, and that's First Blood solo kill for Morgan.
And that's such a big... Avoid that at all costs, as we see Fredit BRION go for the Drake, as they are generally... Yeah, I know. It's almost like it's their most defining characteristic is how much they love Drakes.
Deft is looking to try and kill Henna. One auto will stun him up, as you can see. Chovy trying to make his way in. Yaharon connects the chains, but Deft is taking so much damage down here. Great exhaust as he flashes over the wall. The flash forward from Delight, as they are going to be able to take him down. The Braum follows suit, as now Willow wants to be able to dash after. Does manage to pick up the Leona, as now Yaharon avoids the empowered shock blast. Henna just limping his way out of this one, as Chovy fighting Yaharon, and it looks like Hanwha Esports, despite the fact that they lose out in the trade, they are able to grab themselves the Drake.
Don't think Hanwha is ready for the enemy team to actually fully commit to this, which they should have known, because it's Fredit BRION, and when it comes to Drakes, they don't mess around. Yeah. Non-stop aggression and attention Omti's paying towards the bot side is one of the things that I think I've been more critical of Hanwha, or Fredit BRION rather, where they often opt into this and just leave Hoya out to dry. And considering how good Hoya has been,
he's almost getting 1v1'd by the jungler right now. As here's the arrow, it connects. Chovy still trying to walk this one out. Good stun comes through onto Omti there in the end, as Vista now able to get out, but Deft not so lucky. Still didn't have his flash available, and that... Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it's called. I used to remember. Hyperdrive or something? Hyperdrive?
Hyperdrive does sound like it would make sense.
Yeah. It does also sound like Star Wars, so I don't really know. Morgan comes in, wants to see whether Shirley's doing okay, and she's not. But there's the kickback. This is a Crocodile that's quite angry, but it's just not going to quite be enough as he looks for it. Okay, Omti's going to get taken down. Can he get another one? No! Over, takes the Rift Herald, picks it up, and then makes his way out. All right, thank you very much. What?
Morgan!
All right.
That's a flex.
All right.
That's a flex.
The season last season. The Morgan that we were starting to believe in.
That was completely gone.
Oh, yes.
For summer.
Beginning of summer, he was on vacation.
He took a trip. Maybe to Florida, saw some crocodiles, was like, I can learn from this.
Yes. I think we always knew they could play that one, as the arrow is going to miss completely. Chovy actually dives onto Omti to make his way out. Flashes then to get to safety as Delight gets in there. He's been playing extremely well, but I don't know whether it's quite going to work, as Def finds the Q with the Calibrum, but unable to actually lock down any of the kills. It is going to be Omti.
Not going in, though.
No, you don't take that one.
And that could have gone way worse, even for Fredit BRION, because his Deft hit his ultimate, it's just a complete blow-up.
Well, Vista puts his door up the wrong way out of panic, I believe, and Deft is going to get jumped on again, flashes out of the way, and goodbye, Omti. The rest of Hanwha were all here, as now Morgan thinks that it is time to go in. Solar Flare is going to slow them down. The shock blasts are so painful.
Mental leads that are found within the laning phase just by outclassing your opponent, turning that into higher tempo and rotations, and just a straight-up gold lead, an item lead, and then you can just run through people.
Vista now in trouble, but does have the Unbreakable. Stand beside me, onto Deft as the Solar Flare once again lands. And look, they can murder the bottom lane as many times as they want, but we'll see whether it's actually going to turn into anything good here, as that was Soul Point as well. And now with the man advantage, Fredit BRION are going to come on over and take their first dragon.
Actually super big. Not enough to get Fredit BRION out of trouble. The truth, there is no soul point in 3 minutes, so your definitive win condition is going to have to wait a little while.
Oh my goodness, Yaharon does so much burst damage to Willa there. As Chovy spotted on a ward, clears it out, as now we've got a flank from Morgan. Gets in amongst a whole bunch of people, but not really at the right time. Moonlight Vigil goes wide as well, as the Solar Flare is eaten by a stopwatch. Vista now with the Unbreakable does come in. The flash out from Morgan. The kickback doesn't work again, as Hoya is denied, but it doesn't matter. After the stun, the Crocodile is taken down. Yet another Q is going to miss as Chovy has to back away and Deft has to do the same.
That's really big. That might be Baron for Fredit BRION if they play it well. At the very least, they can try and force and see what the response is going to be. Chovy is there, and they do have vision of this, but we talked about the build. But you can see, if you don't build full authority, your powered shock blasts are not going to be nearly as threatening. And if you get this Baron, you lose control of this game as Hanwha Life. All of a sudden, a big swing coming through.
Yep, shock blast now getting eaten, as you can see. Deft has his Calibrum, but he's not going to land it. Fredit BRION will just take the Baron.
Mountain Drakes, it's disastrous, because so much of your power, specifically of the Jace and the Renekton, are tied to them having burst, them being able to go in, blow someone up, and leave it at that. Especially with this build, I'd imagine, for the Jace. And if you lose that power, if the enemy starts to get so many resistances, I say as clearly they don't care, but they should care because they're going to lose an inhib if they're not careful. And I think that Fredit BRION, if they play this better, they can both get pressure and get the Drake.
Yeah, I think that Hanwha Life should be able to get themselves the Dragon here.
Yeah, and they will also be able to defend, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, Morgan turns up. It is double siege minions, but I don't know whether they're going to be able to effectively dive this Renekton, who is still very, very strong. So that is going to be soul point for Hanwha Life Esports. Fredit BRION still just getting to work on these turrets, trying to get themselves as much gold from this Baron as possible. As you can see, will be above 4,000 on the Baron power play as we tick down to 30 seconds.
And your lead that you had as Hanwha Life, that you were able to secure through great individual play, is now gone.
And so all of this control around the Baron will belong to Fredit BRION.
And if Gwen can get some autos in, should feel a lot better. One of the characters that can sustain up easily. Has 2 stacks on the smite, so can go for the smite on the Krug camp.
Oh, okay. Chovy going to miss that one for now, as there's the chains that connect. Flash out from Umpty. As another shock blast is going to miss, and Chovy's just going to get taken down. Willa is here. The predictive solar flare is so beautiful from Delight, and that will be yet another Baron for Fredit BRION.
I'm flabbergasted, Atlas.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't be.
Are you really?
No. This is such a tough one where they can just 5v5, outfight you, go for consistent plays. And we've seen Hanwha Life throw away a was free 4K gold lead and complete control over the game.
Yaharong's body is poke damage, throwing it towards Hanwha Life at the moment, as Willa once again just taken out of commission completely. It's been like Hanwha Life have been without their jungler almost this entire game. As Yaharong's just said no each time. Inhibitor is going to be taken, and Hoya unanswerable. As it looks here on the bottom side, this inhibitor turret's also going to go down. Another poke onto Willa. As you'd think that maybe he'd be able to come out of his fountain for more than 30 seconds, but hasn't really been the case, as this is the next inhibitor to fall. Shock Blast connects into the backline, actually, as we're going to get that full zoom, looking for where the Renekton could potentially lurk, as we've got the
kills given up for free. It's such a weird game, Atlas. And now, pretty sure Fredit BRION, they can just play this out straight up front to back, and it's so hard to do anything. Look at this.
Yeah, Chovy just gets chunked. Perfect amount of damage just before. Okay, this time a Moonlight Vigil is going to connect, as Deft thought it might be his opportunity to go in. Morgan's already pre-popped the ult. Yeah, safeguard out immediately for Hoya. Lands another Q as Vista's going to collect the chain, but that is the third inhibitor to go down, and Hanwha Life, they have to pull the trigger soon. They have to do something, otherwise they're just going to lose their Nexus turrets without giving up any sort of fight. No button for Deft though, can't press that ult. Way into the jungle. But if they wait at all, then you know, these super creeps just start to take down these Nexus turrets. As Chovy has teleport, I guess, as Willa once again shows his face. So there's Yaharong. As the Baron should just be dead, and that's the third one for Fredit BRION. In goes Delight, as Morgan is going to slice, but is still going to get hit by the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Gets kicked out. Great knock-up onto Deft, who cleanses, flashes, throws out the Moonlight Vigil, as this might be the 200 years we're looking for, as the Crocodile does go down. But now, in the back line is a GA. Hoya immediately going to go golden as well, as Yaharong still at basically full health. Deft not so lucky, and there's the flash forward. Goodbye, Aphelios. And the super creeps are doing the work here. as there's still one inhibitor down, so thank goodness they're not going to get completely trolled as this Nexus turret going to get taken down. And Chovy now just not really going to be able to do anything yet. There's too many super creeps. They're all buffed up. And goodbye, Nexus. We are going to game number 6 this evening.